wondered how much your microscope actually magnifies what you see, or how to calculate the total magnification? The total magnification. Total magnification. So that is what we are going to look at in this video. Magnification. I'm going to shorten it for my calculations. I'm going to write it as TM. Stands, oops. Let's just erase TM. Okay. So let's look at our microscope. Usually we would see this type of microscope at school, where we have our eyepiece and objective lenses, our stage, fine adjustment, and the coarse adjustment knob. So important, if we look here, I'm going to draw my eye. I'm looking there. Usually that eyepiece has like times 10 or 10 times magnification already that we need to keep in mind when we are making our calculations. Okay, so say I'm looking at my animal cell or my plant cell. Let's say, am I going to draw a little, maybe let's make that a cheek cell that we are looking at. And I'm looking at the 4 times one. So we're going to write our total magnification. Remember, our eyepiece is 10 times or already magnificated. Is already 10 times magnificated. So we are going to write it down. What we can write is our, let's first write our formula. It is first the eyepiece times the objective that we are using. Okay, so we are looking now through it. First, the microscope, we're looking at through it with our eye. The eyepiece is 10 times. And objective that we are using is 4. So it's going to be 4 times 10. And that will give us 40. Our image is 40 times enlarged to make us see it better. Here I just want to show you how it looks if we are going to look through a microscope at like 4 times. Now remember, our eyepiece is now 10 times enlarged. We're going to use the objective that is 4. So our total magnification that we just calculated is 40. Okay, use my coarse focus. I'm using now a plant cell. How do I know it's a plant cell if I didn't know it was a plant cell? Because I can see the cell wall, that rigid shape. I'm using the fine focus to get it a bit more clearer. And I can even adjust the light. Isn't it so cool? And look how it even shows up there. So I will put this link also in the description if you want to go and look a little bit at this microscope simulator. So now let's look if we use this objective lens, the 40 times magnification. Okay, so again, our eyepiece, it is 10 times. I'm using it in brackets so we don't get confused with the multiplication sign. And then 40 times we used that objective. I'm also going to show you how it looks, a noticeable difference that we can see. So now it's just 10 times 40, and that would give us 40 times bigger. You can also write it, I think this is more commonly used for camera magnification, but like for our school, we can use it like this. It means the same. So now let's look at how it will look at 40 times. Now remember, I can't just go from 4 to 40. I need to go through each objective lens. Otherwise I'm going to damage the microscope. Look how nice. Let me adjust the light a bit. You can clearly see the cell wall, and we can see the nucleus, and I can even see the chloroplasts there. I can even make it a little bit more focused. So let me show you what would happen if I go just straight skip the 10 to the 40. When switching lenses, you should move through the lenses in order to slowly increase the magnification and to avoid damage to the microscope. Again, I will link this microscope simulator in the discussion so you can go around and check it out for yourself. It is awesome. So have a nice day, and I hope you learned a little bit extra.
So please like, comment, what are you struggling with? What video do you want to see next? Or what question or equation do you want to see next? And then I also put like a little freebie in the chat. It's kind of like a planner if you want to get a little bit more organized for your exams. And then there is also different types of freebies if you want to check them out. Link would be in the comments. Have a nice day.